Good morning, guys, and welcome to Thursday's FRT Gold live video. Hope you're all well. I'm looking forward to another great day's racing. Can't quite believe it's Thursday already. Of course, we had the bank holiday weekend, and feels like the week's just started, but it's actually coming to an end. And we've got, another, as I say, really good day's racing today, and we're nearly at the weekend as well. So plenty to look forward to. 6 meetings taking place in total today. It's of course day 2 of Chester's May meeting. That's just one of the highlights of the Flatsies with many people. So we're racing from Chester, and we're also at Southwell, at Newton Abbot, at Carlisle and Wincanton, and also at Clonmel over in Ireland. So plenty of action to get stuck into throughout the day and throughout the evening as well, and should be a decent day of action. Just a reminder that this is a live Q&A session. If you wanted to join in, if you've got any general horse racing queries or any tips that you want for today that we haven't quite covered, then that's absolutely fine. Do join in the live Q&A session and ask any questions, any horse racing questions you like, and I'll do my very best to answer them. As well as that, we've got there's plenty of ways for you, to get in touch with me. You can email joe@freeracingtips.co.uk, get in touch via Twitter, we're at freeracingtips7, and then it's facebook.com/groups/FRT Gold if you wanted to join in the exclusive FRT Gold Facebook group. And you can also send me a private message as well if there's a few tips that you want us to work out for you. That's absolutely fine. So yeah, plenty of ways for you to get in touch if you want that. Of course, in today's video we'll go through the premium tip, the next best bet of the day, little earner, lucky 15, and then also I will give a fancy of mine for the for day 2 of Chester, but it looks to be a really competitive card there, and one we're staying away from in terms of official tips, but I do have a couple of horses I think could run well. So yesterday wasn't actually a good one at all, to be honest. It was it's kind of, we're on a strange bit of form at the minute. Had really good days Saturday and Sunday, poor one Monday, really good one Tuesday, poor one again yesterday. So hopefully we can keep that pattern going, have a good one today, and take that form into the weekend again. It has been a really profitable couple of weeks, and I think it's a bit of a strange time of year. The flat season is well underway, but the rain keeps on coming, and we're seeing a bit of testing ground, and that's not always ideal. These horses, many of these horses do want good to soft at worst kind of ground, and we're seeing a little bit worse than that at times throughout the week. But it should be a good day today. Feeling confident we can bounce back. Things didn't go our way yesterday. It was just one of those days. Hold the hands up. They happen in racing, and we just have to go again. So as I said, yeah, 6 meetings today: Chester, Southwell, Newton Abbot, Clonmel, Carlisle and Wincanton. We'll go through all of today's tips, and you can also then join in this Q&A session if you want to do that. You don't have to ask me for tips. You can just ask any sort of betting related queries if you wanted to do anything like that. That's fine. So we'll start off with our premium tip today. That goes in the 410 at Newton Abbot, where the going is currently good, soft in, start that completely again. The going is currently heavy and then soft in places. This isn't the middle of January, which is the kind of a ground you'd expect then. Middle of May, and we're looking at heavy, soft in places ground. So a bit strange there, but yeah, I think many of these national hunt horses, they do usually handle this kind of ground, and it shouldn't be a problem there really. So yeah, our tip here in the 410 at Newton Abbot, our premium tip, is Enchanting Smile, and currently best price you can get on this horse is actually 13-8 with Sky Bet. Now it was at 11-4 last night and this morning, but that doesn't mean the bags of money has necessarily come for the horse. A bit of money's come, but actually Devil's Dyke, who was at 6-4, the favourite for the race, actually has been withdrawn. So if you did get that 11-4, there will be some significant Rule 4 on that one. I'm not entirely sure of the complete deductions, as haven't quite had time to check that out yet, but there will be some significant Rule 4. I would imagine if you got that 11-4, the price you're getting with the Rule 4 then deducted is better than the 13-8 available right now, but that's just the way it goes sometimes. But we're still looking at some decent value for this horse to win the race at 13-8, and hopefully it can do that for us. This horse actually got off the mark at the 23rd time of asking over course and distance last time out. It was a course and distance winner, which, as we know, can be vital, and I think she can go well again today, especially now the favourite has actually been withdrawn. It was a really smart move from Connections actually to go back over hurdles after what was looking like a really disappointing chase career, to be honest. Since had 2 runs over hurdles, 2 last starts, and has finished in 2nd and then in position in those races, so clearly a smart move. Horse looks to be improving all the time. Has Thomas Cheeseman on board, who's a apprentice that is well worth his £7 claim. I think he's really, really good value for that. And also I think this horse looks to be the one to beat today, no doubt about that. As I say, 13 to 8, your best price available at the moment. Should go well and hopefully get the premium tip back to winning ways after that disappointing one yesterday. That's the 410 at Newton Abbot, and it is Enchanting Smile at 13 to 8. Should love this course and distance again, handle the ground, and I think it looks to be a really good bet there. Right, the next best bet of the day, that goes just a few moments later than the premium tip. It goes in the 4:35 at Seville. They're racing on the fibre stand there at Seville today, and our tip here is TJB, currently at 7 to 4, and that's from 2 to 1 this morning, so a little bit of money coming for this horse. This horse has actually been in really good form here at Seville, has had his last 3 runs here and managed a couple of second place finishes as well as a victory in March, and that experience on this surface is actually vital. I think fibre sand can be really, really tricky. You see so many times horses can't quite take their polytrack all weather form onto the fibre sand. The surfaces do run very differently, and I think with the form that TJB is showing here at Seville, I think he's really getting used to this course now and should go well today. 1 mile 6 furlong trip I actually think is ideal. I think it was the next best bet over 2 miles when finishing second and travelling the strongest in that race, but I'm just tired a little bit in the closing stages, and perhaps this 1 mile 6 furlong trip is ideal. Does usually travel well and looks to be the best bet in this race, I think. As I say, some of these horses are trying out the fibre sand for the first time, and that can always be a little bit risky, I would say. Yeah, so one of the main market rivals for this horse is Divya, and this horse has never run on the Seville and at Seville on the fibre sand. I think horses do just need that one run sometimes, and it is tough to take polytrack form onto the fibre sand. So for me, next best bet of the day looks to be a good one, and it's in the 4:35 at Seville. It's TJB at 7 to 4, and that is from 2 to 1 this morning. Right, the Little Earner, that goes just 10 minutes later than the next best bet of the day, so it's going to be a busy half an hour or so. The Little Earner goes in the 4:45 at Newton Abbot, and our tip here is the Deb of the Year, and that's currently been backed into the 6 to 1 favourite. Was at around about sort of 8 to 1 last night, I believe, and again there has been a non-runner, quite a significant non-runner in this one, I believe, a sort of 5 to 1 shot or so. So yeah, a little bit of money coming for this horse, and of course as well there is a small bit of rule for there. If I'm honest, this doesn't look to be the strongest of races, and I think if this horse is actually anywhere near her best, then she should actually take this one. Won at Wincanton in February in heavy ground, and was then poor at Taunton in good ground last time out, and with the conditions being heavy, soft in places at Newton Abbot today, I think this horse could take full advantage of that testing ground. Seems to enjoy it. Maybe the pace was just a little bit too quick on that good surface last time out. 2 miles 6 furlongs is a good trip for this horse, I think, and yeah, looks to be good value. I think now the each way value might have just gone from this horse, so it might just be good value for the win, but you are getting quarter of the odds, so there is still some each way value there as well. But yeah, it looks to be a really good bet actually, I think, and should go well today. I think that's the Deb of the Year. As I say, not the strongest of races, but that Wincanton form on a really, really testing surface looks to be the best in this race, I think. And yeah, the Deb of the Year should go well. That's the Little Earner in the 4:45 at Newton Abbot. Right, the Lucky 15. There's been a bit of a day of non-runners so far today. We did have You Must Be Joking running at Newton Abbot, and that was actually around about 9:30. That was declared a non-runner. I did send an email out and put it on the Facebook group to all of you, but some of you might have missed it. Unfortunately, if you'd already put your Lucky 15 bet on, which I'm sure many of you actually had, that's just the way it goes, that you don't get the option to put another selection in or anything like that. If you had already put your Lucky 15 on, then that selection just simply gets voided, and then it's now sort of, you have a multiple threefold bet, so your stakes stay the same, in terms of, you know, if you put a £15 bet on, you've still got that £15 bet on, but your stakes are spread out and you're putting a little bit more on each selection. So sometimes it can work well, you know, if you still have 3 winners, you're going to be looking at some great profit. Sometimes a bit frustrating, but I have put a replacement in for those of you that hadn't yet put your Lucky 15 on. So we have Enchanting Smile in the 410 at Newton Abbot, as you know, that's the premium tip. We then have the next best bet, TJB, in the 435 at Savile. I have actually then put the Dev of the Year in that 445 at Newton Abbot, the Little Earner. That's actually gone in Lucky 15 today. Just think it has a really, really good chance. And then Prezzy's Girl is our replacement selection here. That's Prezzy's Girl in the 630 at Wincanton. That's currently a 6-4 shot or so. So yeah, feeling good about that Lucky 15. Think that all the tips today can actually go really well. Should hopefully have a good day. Of course, with the premium tip, next best bet, Little Earner, if they all land, we're going to be laughing because they're all in the Lucky 15 as well. But premium tip and next best bet are, of course, you know, the ones we're really hoping that do the business today. And as I said, yeah, just feeling as though we can have a really, really good day today after that poor one yesterday. So as I said, it's day 2 of Chester's May meeting today, and actually, I think I said I might have a couple of fancies for you just a little bit earlier on. Bit of a slip of the tongue. I've just got the one that I think can go well today at Chester. It's a really, really tricky course. There's no doubt about that. You know, sometimes if from where you're drawn and things such as that, you know, if you're drawn out wide, it can be really, really tough. But then, you know, yesterday we saw our premium tip beaten by a horse that was drawn out wide, and sometimes maybe those theories, people read a bit too much into them. I don't know. Sometimes you can maybe get good value from a wide draw if you are a natural front runner, a horse. I think that's what you need. I think if you're drawn well out wide, then I think perhaps you need to be a natural front runner. And that kind of backs up my selection for the one at Chester. It's the 215, and I like Noble Mission here. Currently at 3-1, and this horse, although drawn out in stall 8, I think will go straight for the lead and look to front run. I think it was a really, really good tactic that worked at Sandown last time out, where this horse actually beat Telescope by 9 lengths on that day. Telescope doesn't have a much better draw today, despite being the 11-4 favourite, 5-2 with most bookmakers. That's drawn in stall 7, so not too much difference there, and I think perhaps that can make a big difference at Noble Mission. I think it's going to look to get to the front like it did at Sandown last time out. Ran the rest of the field ragged at Sandown last time out on soft ground. It's currently good to soft at Chester, but I think that will be more on the soft side of all of that, to be honest. They seem to be having persistent showers there, and I think it might be a bit of testing ground, which this horse won't mind. Took full advantage of his fitness last time out, so I think Noble Mission, when beating the likes of Telescope, you know, had that run and just sort of said, right, I've got the fitness here, I'm going from the front, catch me if you can. So Telescope is likely to come on for that run, there's no doubt about that, but making up 9 lengths on testing ground again, I'm not quite so sure that this horse will do that. And I think although Telescope might be the one that goes on to win some bigger races this year eventually, I'm still siding with Noble Mission, the form pick in this one. I think that's a long way to beat a horse in conditions that are similar to today. I think it's got good, does look to be good value today, has the best form in the race, I would say, after that one last time out, and I think can really go well today. Again, Noble Mission for Lady Cecil and James Doyle. James Doyle sure to give the horse an excellent ride. He's in great form at the moment, and as I say, that draw is a tough one, but it does suit natural front runners if they're coming from out wide. I think they're the only ones that can sometimes do this. I think if you're a horse that, you know, likes to sit at the back, then a wide draw can be a bit tough for you, but I think front runners do go well. That's just my opinion. Let's see how that one works out. But yeah, that's the only one I fancy at Chester today, is in the 215, is Noble Mission at 3-1. Not too much else I like the look of, to be honest. It's a really, really tricky card, and conditions make it that bit tougher as well. So that's all I fancy from Chester today, and that's actually just about it for today's video. Please do feel free to get in touch throughout the day with any questions that you might have, whether that be on Facebook or through my email. I'll do my best to reply to you as soon as possible. I'm going to be around until about 4:30-ish today. I have to shoot. I've actually got my football team's in a cup final tonight, so going to be having to head off early and get prepared for that. So hopefully we can have a really good day, and hopefully I'll be lifting a trophy tonight as well. That would be great. But let's hope the premium tip and next best bet come in first. So yeah, thank you all for watching today. I'll speak to you all a little bit later on. Remember, there'll be a video around 11 a.m. tomorrow. I will let you know on tips this evening because just depends, you know, obviously the game could go into extra time, penalties, everything like that, and it's quite far away from my house that I'm actually playing. So tips might have to wait until the morning, but I'll let you know how that goes. So yeah, thanks for watching today, and I'll speak to you all a little bit later on. Thanks, and bye-bye.